Hi Taurus, this is Heather, the medium on a mission, here with your August forecast. And this is for Taurus sun, moon, and rising signs. And I've set the intent for these readings to be somewhat, I'm trying to, anyone can look at kind of positive and negatives of any situation, and I'm trying to keep it very positive, the messages. We've gone through a lot in the month of July. Oh my gosh, there was times where I just wanted to go under a rock. It was intense. It was highs and lows. It was all over the place. We have a retrograde. The eclipse, it was just, there's so much energies, and we're just kind of on the burn off phase of it, I would say. And I think a lot of the things have revealed themselves. I think a lot of the things are still kind of coming forward, but I think it's just really sort of important to honor those emotions and those things that have come up. And so, but I also want to just kind of keep it lighthearted as well. So, so that's my intent, and hopefully the messages resonate for you. And yeah, we'll see. Okay, so let's get started here. So, all right, we've got, so Spirit, what do you have in store for Taurus for the month of August? And so we've got, I'm going to do like I did before, mind, body, and spirit. So those are kind of the connections that I want to make. It's kind of going from the lowest to the highest level in terms of our physical space and whatnot, and then I'll pull an additional card, a kind of a positive energy card at the very end. And so we'll see what that looks like. So Taurus, what does Spirit have for the sign of Taurus? And I just let me see here. Let me bring these cards over here. And it's interesting. Okay, I do have an older female that's coming forward. Her energy, I don't know if she's come forward before, but that's fine. I'm opening it up to Spirit that is incarnate and discarnate. So that could be Spirit on the other side. It could be Spirit that's here. But I want this individual to help deliver the message that's required in order to bring through kind of the healing for this month and the effects of what was experienced through the month of July. And so, Taurus, let's see what energies, Spirit, what energies do we have for the month of August? Oh, there's a card that just flew. Okay, so blessings. Okay, so, and the mind, blessings in the mind space. And so, this older woman that I have that's coming forward, I feel like this feeling of family is important, and that kind of resonates with what I've got as well. And picture of the family that's on here. And I always orange is really a color that I connect to the sacral area as well. Obviously it's the sacral, but it's around relationships, and there's this feeling of kind of blessing with relationships, and it's stuff that's on the mind at this time. And so I just feel like for Taurus, for the month of August, that there's going to be some blessings, and this is stuff that's on the mind. This is stuff you're thinking about, and it's stuff that just sort of, and you may have gone, and I can't remember exactly what July was for Taurus, but I feel like it had something to do with relationships. But bottom line, it's this feeling of, okay, wow, like look at where we've come, how far we've come, what we've created. It's this feeling of starting a new life, or starting, new directions. And you can be with someone and start. I've been with my husband over 20 years, and we've started over many times, and so we've never been separated. But it's one of those things where it's like, let's start over. And so it's this feeling of, two, being able to kind of rekindle, start over. Maybe you're starting something new, but it's really about the feeling of kind of being blessed in that space and honoring that. And this older woman that I'm getting here, it's almost like the feeling of, she's bringing forth the energy of sort of lineage, right? And so looking back and reflecting on, like, I'm just thinking as like years from now, look at what we've created, look at the life that we have, or what we're creating, and the appreciation and awareness of what's been done in that space. It's just a lot of pride that I'm getting from this individual towards this situation, and the pride of what's been created in this physical plane. And so, Spirit, what do you have for Taurus for the month of August for at the body level? And so there's a card that just flew, so I'm going to take that. So be here now. Okay, so obviously be here now. This is interesting because this really connects with me about staying in that moment of enjoying the blessings that you have. And this is really about being in that space of mindfulness and being appreciative of the life that you have in the current. And it just feels really like it's almost like that moment of pause where it's like being present, embracing what you've got, and just, I don't know if there's some celebrations or something. I'm trying to think. I mean, it's Leo month, but there's something with Taurus that it feels like there might be some celebrations. I'm not sure if coming up for August. I know it's back to school season for some, but it just feels like there might be some celebratory things that's coming up as well. And it's really about being present in those moments. It feels like there's going to be some get-togethers. Feels like there's going to be those moments of bringing family together. There might be some family reunions. In fact, I know I feel very strong that there's a feeling of a family union. Again, this is where this female is entering, and the feeling of sort of looking at the family that's been created, and just a sense of gratitude and just appreciation, awe, honoring. It just feels really good and kind of stoic for being present in this life that's been created, and just taking a moment of pause and really sort of appreciating the things that you've got. And really, when you do that, you just bring more into your life. You bring more of those blessings and those, happiness, happy energies that come forward. And so that's beautiful. Gosh. So Spirit, what on a spirit level, soul level, what does Taurus need to know for the month of August? On a soul spiritual level, what is the important messages that Taurus needs to know at this time? Okay, graduation. Wow. Okay, so like I said, there's some sort of celebration. There's something big. I don't know what this is, but it's this feeling of I don't think there's any graduations coming up in August. Perhaps, maybe, I don't know, but I mean, it doesn't have to be a literal graduation. It could be maybe it's a graduating to starting something new, the next level. It just feels like this feeling of completing something. This could be, it could be as simple as getting to the point where you're really looking at life in the present moment and being present and aware of that, and just sort of that validation of where you've made it on your journey, and your soul's journey, and your human journey. There's a graduation that's taking place, and sort of honoring your soul at this time. And so I just feel a lot of celebration from Spirit on the other side for whatever this is. And so for those of you who are not aware, Spirit is not isolated to your family members that have crossed over. There's loved ones on the other side. There's guides that you have. Many of us have many guides, and or I should say all of us have many guides. And so it's really about, they celebrate on the other side. We've sort of made a pact with them that they're going to help you, you're going to help them. That's the soul tribe, right? And so that's that feeling of really kind of we incarnate together at times, and sometimes they may be on the other side helping us, sometimes they may be in this physical plane, but at the end of the day, anything you achieve is just a celebration of the collective. So we are all one, and so when you get into that space, everybody celebrates. And so it just feels like really good, something really good for you, Taurus, this month. I'm not sure what that is, but super exciting for that. And so I'm going to pull the Louise Hay Power Thought cards. She's always got really good, powerful affirmations, and she's, queen of affirmation, I would say. And so I just want to see what she has to say. So Louise Hay, what do you have to say for the sign of Taurus? These cards are not going to at all really shuffle well, so I'm just going to kind of do it this way. So what messages for the sign of Taurus for the month of August? What do they need to know? What powerful affirmation? And that one drops, so I'll take it. And actually, you're going to get two. That's just the way it is. So I love life and the sunflower. So that's cute there. So let me make sure you can see that there. Okay, perfect. Okay, it is my birthright to live fully and freely, to give to life exactly what I want life to give to me. I am glad to be alive. I love life. And that's beautiful, right? So that's really kind of the embracing where you're at and acknowledging these blessings that are here for you in this time. And it's that feeling of kind of celebratory graduation. I just feel like, I don't know, Taurus, it feels like you're doing some things that are really like moving you in the direction that you've always wanted, but there's been like a little bit of a hesitation or something around that. But it's like you're achieving new levels of success, and it doesn't have to be monetary. It could be like, you know, something, it could be anything. It could be education, it could be physical, it could be mental, it could be just being more present in your life, meditating more, whatever that is. So good job for that. Let's see. So the next one, and I'm sorry, it's so hard to read this. I claim my own power and I lovingly create my own reality. I ask for more understanding so that I may knowingly and lovingly shape my world and my experiences. And so I just feel like this really ties to this card and stuff. And I really kind of consider that the card of being aware, being present, conscious energy in this space and embracing where you're at. And I just feel like you're coming to this space of more knowingness and understanding who you are. I don't know if recently, like even the last 3 months, there's been some stuff that you've gone through. It's been a really hard transition, or there's been some energies that you've been clearing out, but I get 3 months specifically, and I just feel like this feeling of like congratulations are in order. I just feel like I'm literally seeing jumping over a hurdle, and this feeling of sort of tackling this beast, this feeling of not being able to achieve it. There's definitely something that you've accomplished. I don't care if it's like learning a new pose in yoga. I don't care what it is. It feels like something is it feels like check the box, I did it. It's something I couldn't do, something I felt like I wasn't able to achieve, and I did it. And it feels like, I mean, everything is learning, right? It definitely feels on the learning plane, because it feels like it's something that you had not previously been able to tackle. And it feels like, you know, I've got this. And again, that could be a shift in perception, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be something tangible. It could be more of a subjective graduation and achievement, where it's like maybe other people don't notice, maybe on the physical level, but it's more noticed on the spiritual level and the energetic level. So anytime I see this, it's something where it's like, especially on the spiritual level, you know, spirit does not, when they communicate, they use clairs, but it's not something where it's like we in the human experience have labels. And that's why it's not, they'll try to use your frame of reference, but at the end of the day, like, they don't really do labels. It's the energy that I feel when I get the message, and that's what I try to articulate as best I can using labels that we use here in the physical plane. And so point being is that all I can tell you is there's a very positive energy coming for the month of August for the sign of Taurus, of the feeling of like graduation, completion, or achievement. I would say, I don't want to say completion, because I feel like it's an ongoing journey, but I do feel like there's something about achievement that's being recognized for Taurus for the month of August. So that's super exciting. Like, I'm not sure what that is, but leave a comment. I'm just very curious to see what amazing awesomeness you guys have coming for the month of August. It sounds like it's going to be really good, and sounds like it's definitely well deserved. You've got everything sort of backing you in terms of blessing in this this energy of this female, and your family, spirit family that's on their other side, that's absolutely supporting, and your family here as well. So all spirit sort of coming forward to just acknowledge the amazing energies that are coming your way for the month of August. So I hope that was helpful, Taurus, and many blessings to you. Namaste.